Hey guys, it's Ben here from Warlords. I'm just going to show you a deck that I have made today.
Which don't try. I built the deck.
Fine, you made it.
I built the deck. He's playing the deck.
I'm playing the deck, which I bought. It is Gear Chronicle. Ta-da! The newest clan, fresh out of Bushy Road to Productive Minds.
Yeah, it's still not the best.
It's still not the best. I reckon it's like second, third best deck out of.
It's probably fourth.
Why fourth?
The Axe, Razor Stride, Royal Paladin, and then you've also got MLB Stride. That's doing very well, which could probably top it.
Why did I even buy this?
It's not that, it's just that all the other clans have got so much back history for them that they can make it better.
Okay guys, that's a little bit of self-loathing is over. That
deck's going to get better.
Yeah. For the starting vanguard, as most of you would probably wonder why, everyone runs it. The Timepiece Draco Kid, which is the normal grade 3 searcher. Count Blast 1, search top 5 cards of your deck for a grade 3, add it to hand. Just do it for, like, say, a go first, just a nice quick early grade 3 searching.
Okay. Guys, I just zoomed in there a little bit just to give us a bit more of a closed in.
As you know, you run the base staple, which everyone has to have, of 4 heal triggers.
That's false. I've done 16 crit. Yeah. I lost.
Yeah. And then I have 6 critical triggers. Just going to move it around so you can have the right pictures. Yep. 4 from the trial deck, 2 from the booster set, which came out today.
Yeah, for
I then run 3 of the draw triggers that came from the trial deck. The Lucky Pot Draco Kid, the one where you can put it into your soul if you have a Gear Chronicle Vanguard that gets 3k. And then I run 3 stand triggers, and this stand trigger, I admit, I think is pretty high up there, pretty OP. It's called Wakey Wakey Worker. It has a really ridiculous name, I know, but bear with me. It has a generation break of 1. When it boosts, I can choose a face-up G card from my G zone and basically turn it back upside down.
The way I look at it is you can get an extra Ragnar clock in there.
Yep, extra Ragnar clock indeed.
If you pull it off twice, there's an extra Ragnar clock turn. Or that card's good if you've got only 3 Ragnar clock, because it means you can pull it off twice. Because, guys, if you do get stuck with only getting hold of 3 Ragnar clock, I do preferably say running 4 of that, because that way you can pull it off more than once.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. And then next we have the 4 base staple of Perfect Guards. These new Perfect Guards are amazing, as Shane said earlier. If you have the same card in your drop zone when you use it, if you have another one in there, you get to unflip a damage, and it's amazing for this deck because this deck hasn't really got that many unflippers yet because it's brand new.
It doesn't, that's the only unflipper.
And it has such a high counterblast rate, it's unbelievable.
It's not actually as much as the X though.
I know, it's not as much as the X, but the X has the, you know, the ability deck.
It's Counterblast 2 for the end, Counterblast 1 for the X, Counterblast 1 for Neo Flame, Counterblast 1 for the end, no, the Great, sorry. Counterblast 1 for the Grade 3 Searcher.
Okay, I'm unsure if this one is for every card.
It's good for the way you run your deck.
Yeah, this is good for the way I run my deck. It's called Summit Crest Gearwolf. This has the generation break of 1, where when an opponent's rear guard's put back into his or her deck from an effect of my cards, it gets 3,000 power to the end of the turn. I'm not sure if it's 3,000 power for every card, but
it is. It stacks.
Okay, it stacks. It's pretty awesome.
It's like Shiki used to. I remember in my Narukami deck from season 3.
Oh yeah,
it's like that where every time the effect kicks in, it will stack the power.
That's pretty cool. So this is a good base staple, I reckon, of running a 4 because it do amazing.
I'd say
with
if you want to try other things, I'd say run that at a minimum of 2 to 3.
Yeah, at least 2 to 3.
Because that card, it does create some easy powers. Because obviously, if you break Stride Chrono Jet, Countless 1 to move it, return one of their cards, there's an instant +3. And then if you're using your boosted unit, Countless 1, there's a +13.
Next we have 4 Storm Breath Dragon. I've got 3 signed in hollow, I love it. Need to get my 4th. This has the effect of when it's placed on rear guard, I can reveal a grade 3, and then I can add a grade 3 from my deck to my hand. Also from my hand when I G-stride, if I use this card, it gets a grade +2, meaning it becomes an instant grade 3. And it's pretty useful. Say if I don't have a grade 3 in hand, I can just drop one of those instead of dropping multiple cards. And then there you go, you can just stride straight away.
I don't run them in the X because I want to drop multiple cards.
Yeah, this is a good deck. This is a good card
It's good
to
if
run.
you're not running. It's good if you're not running the Legion as your preferable thing to go to.
Thing.
Because with Gear Chronicle, you want to hit Chrono Jet, not the Legion.
Yeah, and here I've got 2 Steam Girl Giggle. Yep, which is Soul Blast 2 when it's placed on rear guard and you get to draw a card. Truthfully, she's kind of needed, but as a minimum number, just because you need to get some cards, because there's not that many drawing cards in this deck yet.
Also, the Soul's not needed too much.
Yeah.
Like the only other Soul Blast unit is your grade 2, that stops the 0 guard.
And Cross Command.
Oh, Cronus Command is Soul Blast 1, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's pretty easy to get.
It's pretty easy to pull that off, so she's just needed in case I run her, just to get some extra hand if I need it.
Like, say you end up going into the Legion first, then you rewrite, there's an extra 2 to Soul anyway.
And then next we have 3 Relic Master Dragon. He's okay. It's Counterblast 2 when he's placed on Vanguard or Rear Guard. And if I do, I get to choose an opponent's grade 2 or less Rear Guard and put it back to the bottom of their deck.
The only reason that is a viable card is because it's no generation break.
Yep, this is straight off the bat.
You can do it turn 2.
Just like, straight back in.
Exactly.
Not good against Royal Paladin or God. But it's okay.
It's good because you can target starters.
Next, I'll just show you this one instead, is Steam Fighter Amber. Steam Fighter Amber has a generation break of 1, which is when he's boosted by any unit, count blast 1, and choose one of your opponent's grade 2 or less rear guards and put it back to the bottom of deck. So it's just like his Relic Master Dragon as I showed you, but it has to be boosted, and it's a count blast of 1, so it's less heavy.
Basically, it has more requirements, but it's cheaper.
Yep. And I run 4 of him because he's pretty good when near late-ish game. Or,
Late game, he's amazing.
yeah. Okay, and next I have 4 Steam Knight Persa LLI, or Lil. Don't know how to pronounce that. If you can tell me how to pronounce it, please post in the comments below. He has the skill of Soul Blasting 2. When he attacks a Vanguard, your opponent cannot call grade 0s from hand to Guardian Circle. It's especially good, I reckon, near beginning game, just because, you know, they won't have the triple drive. But if you can tell me any other way I could use him, that would be amazing. Now, as you can see, if you can see on the camera, he has a little Legion sign next to him. That's because he's a base rare Legion, and he Legions with this guy, which I will run 4 of. And he's called Ruin Disposal Dragon. He has the skill of when it Legions, I can choose a grade 2 or less rear guard and put it back to the bottom of the opponent's deck without paying anything, it's just Legioning. And when he attacks, he gets 2k, he's a base 13 attacker, but when he's in Legion it's 23. So I just run him, just in case I triple drive so much, and then I have tons of grade 0s in the drop zone, and I could just take a turn to Legion, put them back in, have a higher chance of pulling them with my triple drive. Last but not least, as everyone would probably be running them right now, I have 4 Chrono Jet Dragon. 2 of them are hollow, 2 of them aren't. I bought 2 trial decks, I didn't get any sign 1 unfortunately. As a generation breaker 2, when it attacks it gains 5k and your opponent cannot call grade 1 or greater to rear guard, so it's great for later game, especially if you make them waste a lot of hand, because then they can only call like grade 0s. And they can't just perfect guard you or quintet war you, luckily. Also has a secondary skill, when it gets strode over, I can counterblast 1, choose one of my opponent's rear guards, no grade restriction, and put it to the bottom of their deck. This is supposed to be a control deck, but it hasn't got that many cards yet, and we should see an expansion of it explode in the future. And now to the, I'm going to call it the side deck, or something like that, not to sound like a Yu-Gi-Oh rip-off. We run 4 Interdimensional Dragon, Chronos Command Dragon. Yes, this is only generation rare, and you'll probably get 5 a case. That's how much we got. Like 5, 6 of them, I think. This has the skill of, as you know, you have to drop the certain amount of grades. Its main skill is Count Blast 2, Soul Blast 1, and then you choose a card from your hand and discard it. When it hits a vanguard, you can return all of your opponent's rear guards to the bottom of their deck. So it's a complete field wipe. It works great against stuff like Neo Nectar and Nova Grappler, in my opinion. Just get rid of that field power.
Shadow Paladin.
And Shadow Paladin.
And Gold Paladin.
All of the Paladins.
Basically anything from the United Sanctuary.
Yeah, it's bad against those.
No, it's good against those.
Really?
Yes, because they require a lot of field.
Oh yeah.
They can generate field, but only if they have the right materials. If you've gotten rid of that materials, that field generate goes.
And again, last but not least, the cards that I have left in my little G-Zone area is 4 Interdimensional Dragon, Ragnarok Dragon.
It's so OP it needs to have Dragon twice.
Yep. It has the skill of Counterblast 1. I get to flip the same card, the card of the same name in my G-Zone up, so the picture is facing towards us. And if I do, my opponent cannot call grade 0s to the Guardian Circle, and it gets a +1 crit. It's basically Reverse Maelstrom. Unfortunately, yeah, Reverse Maelstrom still means it can get perfect guarded, but if they don't have a perfect guard and you're hitting for what, like 26,000 as a base number,
then they have to be as OP as I was.
Then they have to have quite a lot of grade 0s.
No, grade 2.
Grade 1s and higher.
Like I did.
Like you did, yes.
Oh yeah, to the past, couldn't pull it off.
But the greatest thing about this skill is that it's auto, meaning you can do it as many times as you like.
What, you mean the crit?
Yeah.
No, you can't. It's once per turn.
It's auto.
So it's not used for the rest of that turn.
Count +1, choose, turn up, when this unit attacks your vanguard and pay the cost to reduce it at the end of the battle, your opponent cannot call grade 0s, number of face cards of G zones 2 or more gets +1 crit. Doesn't say anything about once.
Yes, but it has to be doing when it attacks anyway. How are you going to make it attack twice?
Oh yeah, good point. Well, that was my plan gone. Thank you for that, Shane, ruining it again.
What? Oh look, I attacked 3 crit. This is fair.
You and your rules. Screw the rules, I have money.
No you don't.
Okay.
I bought the bloody case.
The Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge reference. Okay guys, well that's everything that I'm here to show you. I know I babble on quite a bit, but it's my first time doing a deck profile, which will actually get uploaded. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, comment and subscribe if you want to. Please comment if you can see anything else that can help me win a bit more. We're going to need you guys and all the support you can get.
Remember to share this video, it would help us get it around, and if you did like the deck itself, remember to leave a like down below.
Yeah.
Thanks.
We're going to most likely be at Team Leagues, maybe.
Yep. We're going to be at Spring. No, we will be at Springfest this time.
Yes.
Because we're actually pumped to go this time. We're ready.
It's 2 years of saying, yeah, we'll go next time, and then we didn't.
We didn't go. This time we're going. We're
Yeah.
going.
So if you see us there, or know what we look like, feel free to say hello. I hope you guys have a good day.
This is what he looks like.
I look ugly, don't I?
Just keep an eye out for this face. You can't miss it.
Yeah, no one can miss this stuff.
It breaks everything.
Okay, well bye guys, hope you enjoy it.
Thanks, see ya.